to my apartment and get a hold of some things there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know if we have time for that.
we'll have to do it now.
All right.
But I'll have to pack some things to bring
Yeah.
to Long Island.
All right.
Long Island.
Long Island. We're not going to Long Island.
We're not.
We're going Jersey Shore.
Oh, Jersey Shore. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the Andrew B. Steiner Show, Joanne Wiesner Steiner. Why did you take the name Wiesner Steiner? Why didn't you just change your name back to Wiesner?
I should have. Because if I had to do it over, I would have. But the reason I did it actually was because, as your mother, your aunt was Steiner, and
Just so people wouldn't think you were kidnapping me?
yeah.
No one would have thought that.
You're abusing you, right?
All right, Mom, just be careful because you got mics on you, so try not to move around that much.
Yeah, some, and I would have kept the Wiesner because it's my family name.
Yeah.
But
Mom,
I
what was the hardest thing about raising me?
Well, the hardest thing was when I'd get a call from the school that you did something, or you'd be...
How often was that?
Oh, that was pretty often. Maybe a couple of times a week.
A couple times a week? Really?
Sometimes. Well, the Hebrew school, you were ejected from, to expel.
What was the worst thing you can remember? Here, if you don't mind, put your hand down because you're blocking the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of tangled. There you go.
Okay.
You're good. What was the worst thing you remember, like getting a call and being like, what? What did he do?
Well, I mean, this wasn't so horrible, but you were in the Hebrew Academy and you hit the rabbi's son with a brick, or not a brick, a block,
That was the rabbi's son?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, a rabbi, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was preschool.
Yeah.
That was early on.
They expelled you from that, and then you just knew how to push buttons and make people crazy. I remember very vividly also that you were like climbing up the wall, literally on a narrow hallway and hanging over the door.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Yes, and I remember I got you a waterbed because I thought that maybe that would help you go to sleep, but not really. So jumping up and down and making waves.
Well, we also had ferrets, and the ferrets bit holes in the waterbed.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
They had holes in the waterbed.
I don't remember. That's a disaster.
Springing leaks. That was crazy.
Yeah.
What? Do you have any proud moments of me? Moments you were proud of me?
Well, I was very proud that you graduated.
College?
College.
Well, that's not me as a kid. I'm talking about me as a kid.
And, no, you had a good singing voice, and I was glad you were able to be a lifeguard, and then you took care of Deanna a lot, and that was good.
So not until I was a teenager.
No, I mean, no. We ran around the Pacific Science Center a lot.
That was fun.
Which was fun. They had a costume room, and they had, things to climb on. And, yeah, it was good activities. And I remember having a birthday party for you at this field. So I guess I must have borrowed a table, and I made a cake, and that's where it was.
So you don't regret having kids?
No, I wish I had had more.
Yeah. That would have been nice to have a brother or sister. Yes. Yeah. I'd like to have at least two kids.
So the procedure that Frankie had, is that going to help?
We're on the podcast, Mom. Let's not.
Okay.
But she's...
I want a grandchild, you know that.
I know.
Maybe two.
Mom, I want to read a poem I wrote for you.
Okay.
Okay, it's called, I'm so grateful I had you as a mom.
Aww.
Mom, you were the best, even when I was the devil incarnate. You made melted cheese on broccoli, and took me to all the libraries all over Seattle and the neighboring towns and all over Westchester, New York. And you let me take out a book on bomb making. And
I shouldn't have.
And I blew up 7 synagogues, 1 mosque, 8 churches, a Zoroastrian temple, and I did 9/11. Thank you, Mom.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, but you did write me a different poem.
That's not true. I didn't do any of that.
You wrote me a nice poem.
I don't think we took out any books on bomb making.
No, thank God. But you took out a book. No, not a book. I don't know what I'm talking about. You wrote me a poem, but the last line was something like, and you used this mathematical term, asymptotic.
Asymptotic?
I guess so. That was impressive.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
Yeah. No, you wrote a beautiful poem, you know, if I could fly like a kite and swimming in Madagascar or something like that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It was a nice poem.
It is nice for a 5th grader, I guess.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
But the other one...
You inflated my ego too much, Mom. You made me think I was more talented than I actually was.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
You are talented.
I'm talented, but not that talented. I'm not that smart.
Yeah, I think you're pretty smart.
Well, then why am I not more successful, Mom?
I don't know, because you have to put something on TikTok that goes viral.
I do. I've gone viral 20 times.
Yeah?
And I'm still not successful.
I don't understand it.
It's because I'm not going viral with the right things. People don't want to see my face, and because I'm annoying and I'm stupid.
You're not stupid.
I'm punchable.
Shut up, buddy.
I'm punchable, they say.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who said you're punchable?
Everyone.
I'm going to have to punch him, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Punch him first.
All right, can I sing a song I wrote for you?
I'm a little scared, but go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. Do 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 do. All right, let me find it. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Mom, why are you so cool? With your wig and your missing teeth, you look like a hipster from 1958. Were you in the Hell's Angel? Is that your fate? Are you gonna join at 876? I think you could be really cool if you smoke some meth. Mom, let's do meth together for the first time, and then we can be junkies on the street living really cool lives. Let's do meth, Mom.
Such a bad...
Let's do meth, Mom.
Let's not say we did, as Grandma would
Let's
say.
do meth at synagogue. Instead of 4 cups for Passover, let's take 4 bowls to the head.
Nobody better punch him.
What do you think about that?
Don't like it.
All right.
Let's do meth. You did...
Speaking of...
Remember that
What?
you grew...
Don't say that. I know, but I can still. I think the statute of limitations is over. For
I hope so. They're going to deport you, but I don't know where.
Right.
Israel, you lived there for a while.
Yeah, but Mom, I wanted to ask you. No, I forgot what I was going to say. Mushrooms, math. Oh, this is the thing. So I was on Ritalin. I think it broke my brain.
It broke your brain?
I think it screwed me up. Speaking of meth, 'cause that's methamphetamines.
Ritalin?
Yeah, it's amphetamines. It is just prescribed small doses of amphetamines.
Yeah, I wasn't so happy, that you were taking that, and school kind of required it too.
Because I used to have so much energy, and then I don't have any energy anymore. And I think the amphetamines rewired my brain.
Well, rewire them again, because that's not...
I think I'm going to take amphetamines again.
No.
But I'm going to get it prescribed by a psychologist.
That's a better idea.
But I think I just need it because my brain...
Maybe you should see Dr. Abelard.
He's good?
He's wonderful.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if my insurance covers him.
I don't know either.
So you weren't on antidepressants until you were what age?
I think I probably started around in my 20s.
Really?
But a lot of them didn't work very well.
Yeah.
So I switched a lot.
What was the worst side effect you ever got?
Sort of dizzy and unbalanced, and I was dancing, so that wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But when I went to Bellevue Hospital, had an outpatient clinic. I went there once. So I guess it's free. But the stupid intern is like, "You must be pregnant again. That's why you're knitting," because I was knitting something. It was so stupid. It said something about my Jewish mother, which is also really stupid. My mother was nuts, but she wasn't your typical Jewish mother, who nags a lot. And Bubby was more like that. I thought we'd have a restaurant and people would walk in and Bubby would fix them,
Fix who?
Fix their clothes or
Just
whatever.
People coming into the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mom wasn't typical in what ways?
I don't know. She was kind of nonconformist. She dressed funny. She wore funny hats. And she was very sarcastic. And of course, she loved humanity. And, and that time, so she was dying. You were playing guitar for her. And she was, "Shut up! I'm trying to die."
Those might have been her last words.
Yeah. And I think...
Telling me to shut up.
Yeah, probably was. I told somebody that story because he was talking about, I guess, his father's last words or something.
Lastly, I wanted to ask you, how has your experience having brain cancer?
It's like I get confused. I still, left, all right. Okay. And we still have, problems with that, but I know that is left. So I feel like that, I think maybe Constance told me this or something, because her grandson had brain cancer also. And, it could take a year to fully recover as much as you're going to recover.
Right.
And my friend Monica's daughter, who also had, as a child, had brain cancer, and she's really very brilliant also.
But you still seem like yourself.
Yeah, I don't think my personality has changed, except, no, I'm prone to outbursts, and one morning I was crying a lot, so Ava...
I don't think that's that different than how you used to be either.
How I used to be, that's true, burst out crying.
Yeah, you would do that before anyway.
Yeah, I probably did. I remember before we left Seattle, I took you to the Andrus School, which was like a baby behavioral place. They would have smacked you around, I think, which probably would not have been the best thing. I don't know.
Are there any regrets you have in how you raised me?
Well, I didn't know how to say no. That was the worst thing,
Yeah.
I gave him too much and bought too many stupid toys for you. See, that's where I get that from. No, But I like my stupid toys too.
Yeah.
Like clothes and cosmetics and things like that. And I didn't spend that much at Macy's the last time. I really didn't.
Yeah.
And it looks like I didn't spend anything this month so far. Well, that would make sense because I'm here.
Can I say my only beef with how you raised me?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I would have liked a little more structure and boundaries, I guess, stronger boundaries.
Definitely needed that.
But I guess sometimes I felt like you didn't really maybe listen to me 100%.
I don't know.
I mean, I think you paid me a lot of attention, but it was kind of, you were always a little distracted because you were dealing with your own mental stuff, and you were super busy at work all the time. You work late, so I was home alone a lot.
Right, and I remember you wrote something, they leave me in the care of strangers, and this woman that they sent when they expelled you from public school, she didn't do a damn thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember this.
Yeah.
When was this? In Seattle?
Yeah, in Seattle, and she just sat around. But the good thing in Seattle was that I took voice lessons, and I had some friends there. And
but anyway, Mom, I just want to tell you I'm grateful for all you worked so hard to take care of me, and you really, you know, you did your best, and I know you did, and I always felt that you really loved me, and I know you really love me, and I just want to say thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Because of course you know I love you madly.
Can I have a hug?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. Podcast over.
Okay.
Mom, do you want to plug anything? Are you on the road?
We need to plug one.
Are you doing any shows on the road?
No. Unless I get to go to Barcelona with you.
No, I don't think that's happening.
No, the only other place I might go to is Florida, or I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to plug stuff. Listen, watch my special on YouTube. It's coming out on the 25th. I don't know when this is coming out, but go to YouTube, watch my special Toast for Dinner, and sign up for my newsletter, andrewsteiner.net. Thank you for coming on, Mom.
You're welcome. Anytime, Don.
Okay.
Yeah, you wrote a thank you note to me that's in, and my Savior Jesus Christ. I'm very happy for that one. And also, for Mother's Day, I want a card from you and Frankie and anybody.
Okay.
I want cards.
All right.
There's nothing else I really need except my brain back the way it used to be. I have this, visualization that the top of my head is like out here, open and